What's up YouTube, this is Ray. So today's video will be on the NFL. These are my playoff seeding predictions for the NFC. My playoff seeding predictions are based on all the offseason moves each team made, whether it's through free agency, the draft, or trades. Here are my top 6 seeds for the NFC. At number 1, I have the Arizona Cardinals. This team obviously went to the NFC Championship last year. They got blown out by the Carolina Panthers. Carson Palmer played one of his worst games ever, but I still think this team will be back to being a Super Bowl contender because of the fact that Tyrann Mathieu will be back healthy. He was lost late in the season with a torn ACL, and I like the moves that they did in free agency. They brought in guard Evan Mathis to bolster that offensive line, and they traded for Chandler Jones and drafted rookie Robert Nkemdiche to improve their pass rush. At my number 2 seed is the Carolina Panthers. The NFC champions will definitely be the same on offense, with addition of Calvin Benjamin, who was injured for all of 2015. The biggest concern for the Panthers is on the defensive side. Josh Norman is now a Washington Redskin, and the following starters from last year's team are no longer with the team due to free agency or retirement. Jared Allen, Charles Tillman, Cortland Finnegan, and Roman Harper. But the Panthers still have guys like Luke Kuechly and Kawan Short to bolster their defense. I just think they won't be as elite of an NFC team like last year. At my number 3 seed is the Green Bay Packers. Let's be real, Aaron Rodgers didn't have Jordy Nelson last year, and that was his number 1 target. Now that Jordy Nelson's fully healed from his torn ACL last year, I think Aaron Rodgers will return to MVP form. In addition, the Packers signed tight end Jared Cook from St. Louis, and the Packers already have a solid defense. I just think now that Rodgers has his favorite weapon back, Green Bay could make a Super Bowl run. And my number 4 seed is the Dallas Cowboys. I think the Cowboys could win the NFC East as long as Tony Romo and Dez Bryant stay healthy. They've missed a ton of games last season. Health will be always a concern with those guys, but if they can stay healthy, they can make the playoffs. I love the draft pick in rookie running back Ezekiel Elliott. He'll be running behind one of the best offensive lines in the league. And in addition, top cornerback Orlando Scandrick will return from injury. I don't know if that means they'll be better as a defensive unit, but it surely will help with him returning. At my number 5 seed is the Seattle Seahawks. This team is led by one of the elite secondaries and one of the best secondaries in the game, Richard Sherman, Earl Thomas, and Cam Chancellor. But the biggest concern with Seattle is their offensive line. Russell Wilson struggled. He had to run for his life when he got no protection from his offensive line. And also, Marshawn Lynch retired. I know Thomas Rawls filled in nicely for him when Marshawn Lynch was injured last year, but he's no Marshawn Lynch. Thomas Rawls is no Marshawn Lynch. So the offensive line of the Seattle Seahawks needs to step up their effort and their game to be Super Bowl contenders once again. And my number 6 seed is the Minnesota Vikings. This team will likely get better because of the fact that they have all their returning starters on defense: Linval Joseph, Anthony Barr, Harrison Smith, and I like what they did on the offensive side in free agency. They brought in guys like Alex Boone from San Francisco and Andre Smith from Cincinnati to help the offensive line out. Adrian Peterson looks like he's gonna find some holes to run through and score a lot of touchdowns this year, because offensive line was an issue last year for the Vikings. So as long as that's not a concern, I think the Vikings can squeak into the playoffs and be a wild card. That's it for now, guys. Leave your comments down below. Let me know which teams I should have left out and which teams I should have included. Thank you for watching. Hit that like or subscribe. Ray out.